watching the Sports Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe button, hit that like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Before we get down to business, I want to once again thank everyone for their support as I am recovering from a positive Corvidius Maximus test. Uh, last few days I've endured mild symptoms and I've been having like body aches, headaches, cold sweats, lots of coughing, and the most one I've been feeling the most consistent of is fatigue. But I am recovering. I'm doing a lot better. I'm just gotta take it easy for a couple days and stuff like that. But that ain't gonna stop me. But nevertheless, let's talk about this, right? So 8 Akron police officers, 90 rounds. So let me understand something. If a guy is driving away in his car, how in the devil is he a threat to you? Oh, I know. He's not a threat to you. So that gives you the probable cause and the justification to open up 90 fucking rounds, and then he was hit 60 times? I mean, how can you sit up there and justify this kind of terrorist activity? Now, for those of you may not be aware, right? For deadly force to be used, all right? What's up, everybody? But nice to see y'all. Eric, Ted Cox, Michael Lewis, my man TJ. Right? I try hitting you up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's all good. It's all love, though. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope you and your wife are doing a lot better, and I hope you and your wife are very speedy in your recovery process. So I'm sorry to hear the bad news, TJ. Salute to you anyway, bro. Salute to you, my man. But yeah, there has to be opportunity, capability, and intent. What's up, D-Rob? Right? Opportunity, capability, intent. The deadly force triangle. If a man is running away or he's driving away in his car, well, that takes away the opportunity, that takes away the capability, and that takes away the intent. So my question is, why the fuck did you even pull your goddamn guns out? All this shit gets on my fucking nerves, man. And does Kamala Harris say anything about this? I checked her Twitter timeline. Guess what she's not talking about? This man by the name of Jalen Walker. She's not talking about that. No, she's worrying about recovering from her trip down to goddamn New Orleans, Louisiana as the Essence Festival. She had to get her sister girl hustle back on. So if there's a reason why I don't celebrate the 4th of July, it's because this type of shit continues happening. And you think you can just go prop up some legislature in my face, right? Where's the anti-hate crime bill? Why isn't these cops arrested already? You got these guys on leave barring their investigation? These guys should have been arrested. No different than when Mohammed Nawar shot and killed Justine Diamond out in Minnesota back in over a decade ago. Yeah, they wasted no time arresting him. They wasted no time taking his fucking badge. But these 8 cops on leave right now. And when you see the body cam footage, right, it's all over social media. I'm not going to play it on here. But Go on Twitter. They posted the body cam footage on there, right? And of course, a lot of stuff is edited and redacted, so we don't get the whole picture of what the fuck happened. This is fucking bullshit that this kind of shit continues going on. Let's get right to it. Now, if you want to donate, there's my Cash App, there's my PayPal. Support your boy during this most difficult time. I really do appreciate it if you could. Let's talk about this shit, man. This is fucking bullshit right here. This is fucking bullshit right here, bro. Jayland Walker suffered more than 60 wounds. Sources and autopsy records show. You ever heard this term called excessive force? Autopsy records confirm that an unarmed. Oh, then he was unarmed. So let me get this straight. We got an unarmed black man who's driving away right after he was being tased by cops. So that justifies them to pull their guns out and shoot and kill this man. You shoot 90 rounds between 80 you motherfuckers. 60 rounds hit this man and you kill him. Right? So let me get this straight. That can happen, but a white man can kill 3 cops and the police dog and he gets taken alive. Help me make that make sense. So an unarmed black man who's driving away after he's being tased by cops, these cops then turn around, pull their fucking guns out, shoots 90 rounds between the 8 of them. 60 rounds hit this one black man because this one black man in society is this raging threat, right? This angry black man who's running away. He's this greatest threat to society. But a white man, right? Well, he ain't even a white man. He's non-black. So this dude can kill 3 cops and a police dog out in Kentucky, and he could be taken alive. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some fucking shit? Man, let's go, man. Let's go, man. The volume of gunfire and extensive wounds have caused police and city officials to prepare for potential public backlash, justifiably so. The response is expected to only intensify when Akron police release body cam footage, and which they have already done. Walker's death has been ruled a homicide. And this is coming from WKYC in Akron, Ohio. Some of the wounds were depicted on his back. Akron police said they attempted to stop Walker's car just after midnight for a traffic stop and equipment issue. Walker instead led the police on a high-speed chase down East Talmadge Avenue style towards State Route 8. At some point, police say Walker fired a gun. Okay, all right, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, okay? That's bullshit. What's up, James S? Now, people saying this guy was unarmed. Now the police coming out saying that he fired a gun. Get the fuck out of here. So you mean to tell me an unarmed black man all of a sudden had a gun? What did he do? Did he draw a gun on a piece of paper? So which one is it? People saying that this guy was an unarmed black man. Cops are saying that he fired a gun. So how did he get the gun? Huh? How did he get the gun? Did he have some Play-Doh? Maybe some Play-Doh was in the armrest and he made a gun out of that? How can an unarmed black man be shooting guns at the police? Did he like look back and It fired an imaginary gun? How in the hell did an unarmed black man shoot a gun at police? Help me make that make sense. One casing was found in his car, and the second was found on the roadway near Route 8. You sure it wasn't the police rounds? Because they shot 90 fucking rounds. You don't think some of them rounds came from their gun? I'm just asking the question. I'm just trying to figure out how kind of unarmed black man be shooting at police. Look at this shit. The 4.5 minute chase took police down south on Route 8 with speeds reaching at 80 miles an hour at times. He eventually jumped out the car on Wilbert Road near the Bridgestone tire offices. Police said they first deployed the tasers, but ultimately opened fire when they said Walker made motions that caused them to fear bodily harm. Here we go with this bullshit. Here we go with this fucking I'm fearing for my life defense now. That bullshit ass defense never gets old, right? Well, he made motions that made me fear for my life. Okay, what kind of motions did he make that make you fear for your life? Did he charge at you? Did he put bombs on the ground? What kind of motions did he make to make you believe that your life was in jeopardy? Smash the damn like button, man. Smash the like button, man. For real. Smash that like button and share these videos, man. Straight up, bro. Straight up, man. I'm asking questions, right? Because this shit don't make no fucking sense. How can an unarmed black man make motions toward you as this highly trained specialist, right? That the mainstream media make these people out to be? No, these cops ain't nothing but a bunch of punk ass bitches. These punk ass bitches who hide behind the goddamn badge. What motions did he make that led you to believe that your life was in jeopardy? I want to fucking know. And if you think you gonna come on here and talk this shit about, well, you know, oh yeah, dudes compliant, that what happened to him? I'm gonna bat your stupid ass up out of here. Don't even do it. Don't even fucking do it. Eight officers unleashed a hail of gunfire that captured on body cameras worn by officers. Sources say that some of the last shots were fired while Walker's body was on the pavement. So this dude was already down on the ground. Them motherfuckers still letting off. Walker was already dead when medical help arrived. Autopsy showed he was handcuffed after the shooting. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So you shoot at a man running away in his car, but you say he made motions towards you, saying that making you fear for your life. All right, something about that don't sound right. Okay, you shoot 90 rounds. This guy's already on the ground, bleeding to death. The dude got chock full of bullet holes in him, and you still letting off rounds, right? Dude lying on the ground. Dude is lying on the fucking ground. And you guys still letting off rounds. And then you guys gonna cuff the guy after he's already dead on the pavement. And don't give me this bullshit. Well, well, we don't know if he's dead. I mean, dude got 60 fucking rounds in him. Duh. There ain't no body here, no goddamn bionic man where they got 60 rounds absorbed in them and they can live through that. So you got the audacity to cuff this guy after you put 60 fucking rounds in him. Why? So you could plant a bullet casing in his pocket and be like, see, I found a bullet casing. Because it's not like cops don't plant evidence to induce convictions. And it's not like cops tamper with the crime scene to absolve themselves of any wrongdoing they might have done. He was not armed at the time he was shot, but a gun had miraculously was recovered inside of his car. Okay, so somebody need to answer some questions here because none of this bullshit is making sense. What's up, Chris Jones? Neutral Natural. What's up, man? None of this bullshit is making sense. So we got an unarmed black man who was shot 60 fucking times as he's driving away from cops. But somehow a gun was found inside of his car. But he made motions towards you saying that he made motions towards police saying that he was an imminent threat and that these cops was fearing for their life. This bullshit don't make no fucking sense. Somebody lied, and I want to believe that these police officers are here fucking lying to cover their goddamn tracks. Lock all their asses up. Every last one, every last 8 of them motherfuckers, they need their badge turned in, they need their gun turned in, they need their handcuffs turned in, right? Because you save them handcuffs for later, right? Bring in all your goddamn uniforms, because y'all about to trade them black suits for some orange jumpsuits. That's right. They're gonna have a 6-letter digit in the back. Lock all their asses up. They need to be rounded up like fucking cattle right now. Actions by the suspect caused the officers to perceive he is a deadly threat. Okay, so what were the actions? Can you answer that for me? What are the actions? Now, I'm supposed to be going off like this because I'm battling COVID right now, but god damn it, this bullshit needs to fucking stop. See, Camel Toe and Sloppy Joe, they won't say nothing about this. A white dude, however, can go open fire at a parade and Joe Biden's so goddamn distraught about what happened. He's so damn distraught that these white supremacists are here going on shooting rampages across the country. Even that we signed this bullshit ass gun legislature and that we signed these police bills. Right? This is how white supremacy try to take all sides of the equation, right? Now you don't hear nothing about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris showing their solidarity for Jalen Walker. Right? Now, mind you, when Jacob Blake was shot in the back 7 times by the police out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right? Oh, Jacob Blake, them shots that was in his back pierced the soul of the nation. What? We want tangibles, not empty platitudes like that. You could get away with that bullshit back in 1987 when people didn't know any better and there wasn't internet. But here in 2022, you can't say no empty platitudes like, well, Jacob, well, Jalen Walker's, those bullets on Jalen Walker's back pierced the soul of the nation. The fuck out of here. Cole Digester, what's up, bro? This is fucking ridiculous, man. We need an anti-hate crime bill expeditiously. We need a damn anti-hate crime bill. Where's that? Where's that? Dante Wright, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Philando Castile, Oscar Grant. We can go down the line. Ahmaud Arbery. We can go down the line of black folks who's been gunned down at the hands of these fucking police officers and all that. And what do we get? Do we get a crime bill? No. Do we get anything tangible that's going to protect and uplift and enhance the black community? No. What do we get instead? We get bullshit ass symbolic gestures. We get empty platitudes, and the most infamous one, my thoughts and prayers go out to the families and victims of such and such name, whether it be about Trayvon Martin, whether it be about Tamir Rice, whether it be about Jalen Walker, whether it be about George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Oscar Grant, Philando Castile, Dante Wright. My thoughts and prayers go out to the victim. Fuck your thoughts and prayers, motherfucker. I can piss on all that. Now, like I say, I'm recovering from this Corvidius Maximus, man, but I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. And you know why this bullshit's going to continue? Because we got politicians that's in positions of power who keep taking money from police unions. If you really want to get down to it, if you really want to tell the truth, cut through all this fucking bullshit. What's up, Day Love? Salute to you, my sister. I'm trying to take it easy, but shit like this keep firing me up. Let's cut through all this fucking bullshit and cut to the truth. The truth of the matter is, you got the Fraternal Order Police and other police unions that get in the way of any kind of reformation and any kind of evolution when it comes to fucking policy and holding these fucking bastards accountable for the bullshit they do. Qualified immunity, right? You as an individual citizen can go after the police officers, right? Just one problem. They'll just cite qualified immunity and your case gets thrown out of court. And for everybody else out there that may not be aware of the situation, Joe Biden, right? Well, he's sitting up here talking about, well, the black community's always had my back, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have theirs. Yeah, the only time Joe Biden has the black community's back when he's about to put the fucking machete to it. Okay, now Biden behind the scenes is working with the Supreme Court to strip you of your ability to sue police departments, so they can willingly and intentionally violate your rights, and you can't do shit about it. That's right. Sloppy Joe Biden work with the Supreme Court to strike down, to overturn a ruling that will enable you to go after police officers who violate your rights. That's what sloppy Joe Biden did, right? But he for the black community, though, right? You got that old nigga Jim Clyburn saying, well, you know, we know Joe. Joe knows us. Yeah, I know Joe, all right. Joe Biden ain't no friend of the black community, okay? So, ain't enough senilism that's running down your old crusty ass, Jim Clyburn, that's going to get me off of that. So, right? Right? So all this shit can go on, right? All this bullshit can go on, right? Give me a reason to go out there and vote for y'all again. Why do I have a reason to go out here and support people who I know don't have my vested interest in their hearts and minds? They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. So let me understand something. You two idiots that's sitting up there up in DC who are dinos, right? Now, if you don't know what a dino is, right? A dino is Democrat in name only, right? Just like how you got rhinos, Republican in name only. That's little Trump spill, whatever like that. I call these Democrat dinos, right? Democrat in name only, right? But you're actually just that of a Republican. Now, for those of you that might be still up in arms about Roe v. Wade, right? So you focus on that one being overturned. Meanwhile, Biden just nominated a guy, a federal judge out in Kentucky, working with Mitch McConnell. The guy, guess what? That guy is an anti-abortionist. Oh, guess what? Biden's an anti-abortionist too. He might portray in public that he's all about women's reproductive rights and all that. In private, that motherfucker's an anti-abortionist too. But hey, all you Biden bootlicking, butt kissing idiots out there that were hanging on this man everywhere, like how a crab be hanging off some infected dude's nutsack. Hey, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go keep on supporting this motherfucker, right? Keep on supporting old sister girl hustle cop. Camel toe, oh camel toe. Yeah, keep on supporting that sister girl hustle right there, right? She got time to be at an Essence Festival down in New Orleans, but don't got no time to address this shit. You know why she don't got time to address this shit? Oh, I tell you why. Because she is bought and paid for by police unions too. This woman was a prosecutor. For those of you that might have a case of amnesia that need a trip down memory lane about Kamala Harris, this woman has convicted black women for truancy out in San Francisco. If your kid didn't go to school out in San Francisco when she was the DE out there, she was going to prosecute your ass. And yet you got all these people out here, all these bootlicking, butter biscuit eating sample bed wenches out there want to get a few seconds, a camera time of a selfie or of a live stream on Instagram with this fucking clown show heifer. Did we forget that quick? Did we forget that quick? All you boule and butter biscuit eaters out there that was shucking and jiving and sucking on crawfish heads with Kamala Harris down there in New Orleans at that Essence Festival. Look at that girl. Look at the vice president over there. I gotta get a picture with her. Hey, vice president, can I get a picture with you, girl? And y'all sitting up there, butter biscuit eating with her. Meanwhile, she ain't give you nothing tangible. Not one thing. Name one thing this woman's giving you tangible. And don't even say child tax credit. Don't even begin to say child tax credit, because you know why? Because the child tax credit has expired. That shit expired months ago. Mm-hmm. Now I'm trying to tell y'all what the play is, right? So if I don't have a reason to be celebrating 4th of July, right? I don't have a reason to celebrate 4th of July, right? Because first of all, this country's not independent, okay? You're not free in this country, okay? You're not, especially if you're black. I posted something on Twitter earlier today. Now, if you don't follow me on Twitter, my my um my Twitter handle is True Virgo Child on Twitter, right? I posted something on my Twitter account today. Got these cops walk up on this black man, right? Don't know the black man from Adam. They just have a perception that he did something wrong. And they put the cuffs on this man to detain him, right? They pull out the man's wallet, they open it up, look at his ID, and it turns out that that black man that they put cuffs on just happened to be an FBI agent. That black man that those stupid ass cops put the cuffs on was an FBI agent, for crying out loud. That just goes to show you the level of incompetence that goes on in these police departments. It is a stark level of incompetence that goes on in these police departments. And don't give me this bullshit about, oh well, they make split second decisions and all that. But you know what? These split second decisions could cost you your life. They go through training, right? So don't give me this bullshit about they need more training. Okay? They go through classroom training, they go through practical training, they sign paperwork. Right? I'm giving y'all a game for free 99. They go through classroom training, in which they have to pass a written test, depending on how the structure of the department is laid out. So they go through classroom training, to which they have to pass a classroom test. They go through practical training, to where they have to show a level of aptitude and their ability to deploy weapons in the right situations, whether it be with the taser, whether it be through pepper spray or oleoresin resin capsaicin, right? The nightstick and deadly force. They have to also be able to demonstrate proper cuff and searching procedures. They have to do all that just to be able to. Oh, and let's not forget, they got to pass a weapons qualifications course. You have to be certified to carry a weapon. And you do that by going through a weapons qualifications course, which means you could be at a range and you have to cut a certain score to be able to possess carrying a weapon. And this shit is not some just one and done type deal. They have to recertify every so often. So don't tell me that these guys need more training. Anybody that's running their mouth, perpetuating that narrative, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's why I would destroy that fucking idiot Brandon Tatum if I ever come across that Bama. Cause see, a coon like that would defend this type of shit. He would defend this. I'm pretty sure that fucking Butter Biscuit Bandit right now, all up in his videos, dancing about this shit right here. I would not put it past him to do that. You know why? Because he's a bootlicking sellout and he'll do anything for them crumbs off the table. He will go against his own for white acceptance. Excuse me. He will go against his own for white acceptance. But Brandon Tatum will sit up there and defend this bullshit, right? Because see, he won't talk to a guy like me, right? Because you know, an informed, smart, free black man in America pisses him off all the time. Because see, he wouldn't get away with saying stupid, goofy ass shit. I won't let him do it. These politicians and these other bootlicking sambos, they're afraid of me on Twitter, man. I got all these people blocking me on Twitter. When I go confront them for the dumb shit they're doing, they don't have enough class. They don't even have enough verbal nor intestinal fortitude to come back with me with facts. No, they just block me. Stupid ass motherfuckers. When you can't argue facts, you argue the process. When you can't argue the process, you argue the facts. And then when you can't argue neither, you sit up here and you just cook anything up. So I got a question, right? Since the general public have these facts upon us, what's the process for putting the cuffs on these motherfuckers? What's the process, right? Because see, if you can kick down an unarmed black man's door at 4 in the morning over a crime he didn't commit, right? You tamper with evidence, you finagle the crime scene to make it look like he did something wrong. Black man goes through a rigged jury process, go through a process where the prosecutor is intentionally withholding evidence, all kinds of misconduct going up and down this process. And yet this black man who did nothing wrong with this corrupt system, with all this misconduct going on in the process, he's going to jail for decades over a crime he didn't fucking commit. Or, in the unfortunate case of Jayland Walker, he ends up dead. And when such black man gets out of prison, right? He goes in healthy, comes out in a wheelchair, and he does all this time in prison over a crime he didn't commit. Do the police who did the misconduct, do they get fired? Do they get time in prison? What about the lawyer? What about the judge? Do any of those people suffer consequences over their blatant misconduct? No, they do not. Because they got a family to lead. They got a family to watch after. They got a life to live. His life is already over. Let me live mine. That's what these white supremacists is fucking telling you. They might as well just come out and tell you I'm white and I say so. Look what they did to Breonna Taylor. Them people kicked that whole goddamn warrant was based on a fucking lie. Drugs at a federal building. First of all, drugs at a federal building, they're not calling the local police. That's how you know, like, if you have any inkling or any clue of how this shit works, you wouldn't believe this bullshit that people out here just be conjuring up. The post office is a federal building. If there was drugs at a goddamn federal building, they're not calling the local police. Anyway, what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is this without trying to get too pissed off, right? Because I talk way more than I should be right now, given my current condition. Use your brain, okay? Use your brain. We know the principle. We know cops are lying, dirty, corrupt sons of bitches. We know this. So if you know that, and we know the strings of incidents that's happened in America when it involves black people, then why do we still have idiots out here who still defend police? Why should you trust them? They have not earned your trust, they have not earned your respect, and yet people will still go out there and throw bait. Now, that's not saying that we shouldn't have police officers, but don't get the game fucked up, okay? But at the same time, that's something that is earned. Let's go, Brandon Nimmo. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, Mets. That's what I'm talking about, Mets. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Mets. Already 3-0. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big time Mets fan. So, of course, when I see, one of my, when I see Mets jump on that ass already, and then one of my fantasy players hits a home run, you know what I'm saying? I get a little excited. Anyway, Dan need to hear there. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, baby. God damn it. Anyway, use your brain, right? Process the information. The only thing I can do here is give you the information. Now, what you do with it is on you. But what you don't get to do is sit up here and try to challenge me on stuff I already know. And there's too many ignoramuses running around out here. There's too many dimwits running around out here. It's hard to talk to. It's hard to get through people's minds if their minds are already made up and their minds are closed to new information. There's nothing I can do at that point. But if you're open to looking at something, and look, I'm not always right. I've made mistakes. I've made gas before, and but hey, I'm big enough to admit when I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I get stuff wrong, but look, when stuff doesn't make sense, we have to call it out. We cannot let things fester, right? Look, to me, it's black and white. You know where confusion comes in? When we start allowing all this gray area. That's when the confusion sets in. When we understand what's in black and white, we don't have no room for gray area. Period. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Share these videos on your social media platforms. And last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC. Special thanks to everyone who's sending me well wishes and get wells. I really do appreciate it. This really means a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When I first started this YouTube, I didn't know what to expect, and and it really means a whole lot to me that there's people out there that do care. So I thank y'all very much for watching. I catch y'all in another video. This your man. Scream at me. Oh!